Alright guys, welcome back to Loser Place, but this time Master Duel. I was I was originally going to play Ghost of Tsushima DLC Ikki Island, but I could not get the PS4 Elgato to work, so I had to do something else. I couldn't just leave these states empty for a while, because I want my channel to grow. But anyways, I was logging on because I don't really play, because I'm not that good at the game. So I was logging on to see if there's any free stuff because I'm me. I cannot accept free stuff. So, and they gave us free gems. There's also an anniversary login or something. But yeah, and there's new stories. So I was like, well, there's nothing planned for these days, so I might as well just do this. But they also added a new deck, a Cybernetic successor, which I'm gonna buy 3 of. It's 1, 2, 3. And now 700 left, which is just enough for this new booster pack thingy. Hopefully we get something good. What? Is it only for paid? Oh, it's 750. Oh. Well, I'm dumb. Anyways, now we gotta make this deck, change the accessories, keep the box. I'll keep the sleeves. Gear Town will be good. Because it's a machine theme, right? Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Alright, so what we have in this deck. Cyber Valley. You can activate one of these effects. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can banish this card, draw 1 card. Then in the battle phase, you can target one face-up monster you control, and this card banish both targets, then draw 2 cards. You can target 1 card in your graveyard, banish both this card and 1 card from your hand, then place that target on top of the deck. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. You can only use one of the following effects, so Cyber Dragon hurts per turn, and once that turn. If this card special summoned, you can make this card level 5. Becomes level 5 until the end of this turn. Also, you cannot special summon monster from the rest of this turn except Machine Monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 other Cyber Dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Cyber Pharaohs. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing 1 machine monster. Once per turn during your main phase, you can fusion summon 1 machine fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or your field as material. When a fusion monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Powerbomb from your deck to your hand. You can use the effect of Cyber Pharaohs once per turn. So it's a machine cyber deck. Yeah, I'm not stopping just because I don't want to read all this text. But I'm going to have to. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. So it looks like a lot of them have that effect. You can discard 1 other monster. You can discard, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 machine monster with 21 attack, 2100 attack or defense in your graveyard, special summon it. Also, you cannot special summon monster for the rest of this turn except machine type. You can only use each effect of Cyber Dragon Master once per turn. Oh, I can zoom in. Well, I didn't know that. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is normal summon, add 1 Cyber Spell Trap card from your deck to your hand. If your opponent controls a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. You can only use 1 Cyber Dragon core effect per turn. Only once. That turn. There's no turn page. Man, I'll have to do this all manually. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can draw 1 card. You can use each of the following effect of CyberDark Cannon once per turn. You can discard, add one machine CyberDark monster from your deck to your hand. During damage calculation, this monster is equipped with a card of with this card battles. You can send one monster from your deck to your graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can target one CyberDark monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. You can only use each of the following effect of CyberDark Claw once per turn. You can discard this card, add one CyberDark spell trap card from your deck to your hand. During damage calculation, if a monster equipped with this card battles, you can send one monster from your extra deck to your graveyard. Sounds pretty nice. Attach Cyburn. You can target one dragon or machine cyber monster you control. Equip this card from your hand or field to it. While this card is equipped, the equipped monster gains 600 attack. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can target one other dragon or machine cyber dragon monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can only use this effect of Attach Cyburn once per turn. Cyber Phoenix. While this card is in attack precision, negate any spells or trap effect that targets one machine monster you control. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can draw one card. That's just pretty handy, negating spells and trap. If this card is normal, summon, target one level 3 or lower dragon type in your graveyard, equip that monster to this card. Gain attack equal to original attack of that monster equipped to this card by its effect. If this card attacks a defense precision monster, inflict piercing battle damage. If this card will be destroyed by battle, destroy that equipped monster instead. CyberDark Edge. Looks like Dragonfly. If this card is a normal summon, target a level 3 or lower dragon monster in your graveyard. Equip that dragon monster to this card. Gain attack equal to the original attack of the original monster equipped to it by this effect. This card can attack directly. If it does using this effect, the attack is half during damage calculation only. If this card will be destroyed by battle, destroy the equipped monster instead. Well, they all have some kind of protection at least. If this card is normal summon, target one level 3 or lower dragon monster in your graveyard. Equip that dragon monster to this card, gains attack equal to the original attack of the monster equipped by this effect. If this card destroys an opponent monster by battle, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. If this card will be destroyed by battle, destroy the equipped monster instead. It's a lot of card to read. Once per turn, you can either target one Cyber Dragon you control or one fusion monster you control that lists Cyber Dragon. As a fusion material, equip this card to target or unequip this card and special summon it. Once per turn while equipped to a monster by this effect. You can target face-up monster in the field. Equip the monster loses exactly 1000 attack, even if this card leaves the field, and if it does, destroy that target. If the equipped monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. Cyber Dragon Swai. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while in the graveyard. Once per turn, you can reveal one spell card in your hand. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon into the end phase. This card's attack an opponent monster. It gains 300 attack during the damage calculation only. Cyber Dragon Dry. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. When this card is normal summon, you can make all Cyber Dragon you currently control become level 5. You cannot special summon a monster the turn you activate this effect except Machine Monster. If this card is banished, you can target one Cyber Dragon you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Cyber Dragon Veer. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. If you notice normal or special summon Cyber Dragon, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense precision. You can only use the effect of Cyber Dragon Veer once per turn. Each Cyber Dragon you control gains 500 attack and defense. That sounds neat. He's a buffer. CyberDark Chimera. You can discard one spell, one trap, add one Powerbomb from your deck to your hand. You can only use Dragon or Machine Cyber Monster as fusion material this turn. Also, when you fusion summon this turn, you can also banish monster from your graveyard as a material. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one CyberDark monster from your deck to the graveyard with a different name from the card in your graveyard. You can use each effect of CyberDark Chimera once per turn. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card. Oh, it gave us two. Cyber Entinin cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing all light monster from your field and graveyard. This card, attack and defense, becomes the number of monster banished for its special summon times 500. If this card is special summoned, send all other monster on the field to the graveyard. So it's like a dark hole. Powerbomb. Fusion summon one machine fusion monster from your extra deck using a monster from your hand or field as fusion material. It gains attack equal to its original attack during the end phase of this turn. This card is activated, you can take damage equal to the amount of the attack gained from this effect at the end of the turn. That sounds like a final charge because you take damage from it. Imagine taking 8,000. Overload Fusion. Fusion summon one dark machine monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion material listed on it from your field or graveyard. Sounds okay. CyberDark Impact. Fusion summon one CyberDark dragon from your extra deck by shuffling one of each CyberDark, Cyber Edge, and Cyber Neo from your hand, field, or graveyard into a deck as fusion material. Oh, that sounds nice. Evolution Burst. If you control a Cyber Dragon, target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Cyber Dragon cannot attack the turn you activate this card. Cyber Emergency. Add one light machine monster that cannot be normal summon or set. Or one Cyber Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. I was like, then why would I use this? I guess it'll be like to mill out your deck so you can have a smaller deck size. So you can get your boss cards faster, maybe? Beware, I'm not that good at Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm pretty bad. If the activation of this card in its owner possession was negated by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can discard one card, add this card to your hand. You can only activate one Cyber Emergency per turn. Cyber Repair Plant. If Cyber Dragon is in your graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. If you have 3 or more Cyber Dragon in your graveyard at this card's activation, you can activate both effects and resolve in sequence. You can only activate one Cyber Dragon Repair Plant per turn. Add one Light Machine Monster from your deck to your hand. Target one Light Machine Monster in your graveyard. Shuffle that target into your deck. Fusion Tag. Target one monster you control, reveal one fusion monster in your extra deck, and if you do, the targeted monster's name can be treated as a reveal fusion monster, if used for a fusion summon this turn. Fusion Deployment. Reveal one fusion monster in your extra deck and special summon from your hand or deck one of the fusion material whose name is specifically listed on that card. Also, you cannot special summon monster from the extra deck except fusion monster. The turn you activate this card, you can only activate one fusion deployment per turn. I don't know about that. This card is always treated as CyberDark card. Send 2 dragon or machine monster with different attributes to the graveyard. One of each from your hand and deck. Add one dragon or machine cyber monster from your deck to your hand. If you do, send one machine cyber fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. You can only activate one Cybernetic Horizon per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this card, except machine monster. Super Strident Blaze. Equip only to a machine fusion monster. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effect during the battle phase. At the end of the damage step, if the equipped monster attack an opponent monster, you can banish one Cyber Dragon monster from your graveyard. The equipped monster can attack an opponent monster again in a row. Your opponent cannot attack the turn you activate this card. CyberDark effect monster you control that are equipped with an equipped card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. Also, your opponent cannot target them with card effect. You can target one CyberDark monster you control, return it to the hand, then immediately after the effect resolves, you can normal summon one CyberDark monster. You can use the effect of CyberDark Inferno once per turn. If this card in its owner control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can add one Pollination or a fusion spell card from your deck to your hand. Neat. CyberDark Realm. When this card is activated, you can add one CyberDark monster from your deck to your hand, with a different name from the card in your graveyard. Your main phase, you can immediately after this card effect resolves, normal summon one CyberDark monster. You can only use the previous effect of CyberDark round once per turn. If the equipped monster from your graveyard effect of a CyberDark monster is activated when it is normal summon or special summon, you can equip from your opponent's graveyard instead. You can only use one per turn. Man, I'm getting tired of reading. Cyberload Fusion. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Cyber Dragon monster as fusion material by shuffling the fusion material listed on it into the deck from among cards on the field or face up banished cards, but monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of this turn except that fusion summon monster. You can only activate one Cyberload Fusion per turn. Cyber Internal. Target one machine Cyber Fusion monster in your graveyard. Return it to the extra deck or special summon it, ignoring its summoning condition. If a machine Cyber Dragon monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only use each of the effect of Cyber Internal once per turn. Power Wall. During damage calculation, when you will take battle damage from an opponent's attacking monster, send one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard for every 500 damage roundup you would take instead. That doesn't seem really handy. Cybernetic Overflow. Banish one Cyber Dragon with different level from your hand face up on the field or graveyard. Then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent control. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, add one Cyber Spell or Trap card from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect each of Cybernetic Overflow once per turn. Cybernetic Revolution. Tribute one Cyber Dragon special summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Cyber Dragon monster as material, but it cannot attack directly and is destroyed during the end phase of the next turn. You can only activate one Cybernetic Revolution per turn. And that doesn't seem really handy. Seems more like a like, what is it called when your hand is bad? But yeah, when your hand is bad and you don't have like the right cards to fusion summon. Cybernetic Hidden Technology. When an opponent monster declares an attack, you can send to the graveyard one Cyber Dragon you control, or one fusion monster you control that lists a Cyber Dragon as a fusion material monster. Then target the attacking monster, destroy that card. Doesn't seem that great. CyberDark Invasion. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Target one CyberDark effect monster you control. Equip one dragon or one machine monster from either graveyard to it, or as an equip that gives it 1000 attack. Send one equipped card you control equipped to a machine monster to your graveyard. Destroy one card your opponent control. Now this card seems good. Lets me recycle and destroy a card. Rebirth Judgment. Once per turn, you can declare one monster type. Monster in the graveyard becomes that type for the rest of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. That seems handy. Wow. Cyber Twin Dragon. Cyber Dragon plus a Cyber Dragon. A fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion material. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Cool. So if I do it with Powerbomb, it'll be 5,600 and I can go for OTK. CyberDark Dragon. Must be fusion summon. If this card is special summon, target one dragon monster in your graveyard. Equip that target to this card. Gain attack equal to the original attack of that monster equipped to it by its effect. Gain 100 attack for each monster in your graveyard. If this card would be destroyed by battle, destroy the equipped monster instead. It kind of sucks he can only do it that first turn he summoned. Or else he would really be good, because he would be able to keep equipping per turn. But it's a one-time thing. A fusion Cyber End Dragon. A fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion material. If this card attacks a defense precision monster, inflict piercing battle damage. He can go for OTK too, so one turn. Cyberdarkness Dragon. Must be fusion summoned. If this card is special summoned, you can equip one dragon or machine monster from your graveyard to this card. Gain attack equal to the original attack of the monster equipped to it by this card's effect. When your opponent activates a card or quick effect, you can send one equipped card you control to a graveyard, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. Well, I'm guessing this is the boss monster, CyberDark End Dragon. Must either be fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing one level 10 lower or lower monster, or fusion material monster equipped with a Cyber End Dragon. Unaffected by your opponent's activated effect. Once per turn, you can equip one monster from either graveyard to this card. This card can attack a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of equipped cards equipped to it. Whew, that's a lot of reading. Alright.